The Evidence in the Case of Smith vs. Jones, by Mark Twain. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information, or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Reading by Gregg, Margarite. The Evidence in the Case of Smith vs. Jones, by Mark Twain. I reported this trial simply for my own amusement, one idle day last week, and without expecting to publish any portion of it. But I have seen the facts in the case so distorted and misrepresented in the daily papers that I feel it is my duty to come forward and do what I can to set the plaintiff and defendant right before the public. This can best be done by submitting the plain, unembellished statements of the witnesses as given under oath before His Honor Judge Shepard in the police court, and leaving the people to form their own judgment of the matters involved, unbiased by argument or suggestion of any kind from me. There is that nice sense of justice and that ability to discriminate between right and wrong among the masses which will enable them, after carefully reading the testimony I am about to set down here, to decide without hesitation which is the innocent party and which is the guilty in the remarkable case of Smith vs. Jones. And I have every confidence that before this paper shall have been out of the printing press 24 hours, the High Court of the People, from whose decision there is no appeal, will have swept from the innocent man all taint of blame or suspicion, and cast upon the guilty one a deathless infamy. To such as are not used to visiting the police court, I will observe that there is nothing inviting about the place, there being no rich carpets, no mirrors, no pictures, no elegant sofa or armchairs to lounge in, no free lunch, and in fact nothing to make a man who has been there once desire to go again, except in cases where his bail is heavier than his fine is likely to be, under which circumstances he naturally has a tendency in that direction again, of course, in order to recover the difference. There is a pulpit at the head of the hall, occupied by a handsome gray-haired judge, with a faculty of appearing pleasant and impartial to the disinterested spectator, and prejudiced and frosty to the last degree to the prisoner at the bar. To the left of the pulpit is a long table for reporters. In front of the pulpit the clerks are stationed, and in the center of the hall a nest of lawyers. On the left again are pine benches behind a railing, occupied by seedy white men, negroes, Chinamen, Kanakas, in a word, by the seedy and dejected of all nations, and in a corner is a box where more can be had when they are wanted. On the right are more pine benches for the use of prisoners and their friends and witnesses.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?